Hello everyone, Bashar here. So the first week of Hydra Clash is here. It actually is the beta, so it has not been released yet, but the beta is here. So we could see what it's about, right? And as you can see, we have the scoreboard here. We are leading, right? So the way that your Hydra Clash score is calculated, guys, the first key that you keep on Nightmare, the damage you deal is multiplied by 4. The first key that you keep on Brutal is multiplied by 3. The first key you keep on Brutal is Hard is multiplied by 2, right? Nightmare 4, Brutal 3, Hard 2. And whatever damage you do on normal just gets the regular value, and you add those 3 numbers up, right? Or however many keys you use, and that is the number of points that you have earned for your clan, right? So if you take a look here, right, so here is me, humble me, at 1 billion, right? And Sotrol is on about 2 billion, and Jukujan is on about 2.5 billion. So I mean, if you take a look at me, guys, I have 112 million points from hard, which means I did 56 million to hard, right? I have 300 million from brutal, which means I did 100 million damage to brutal, and finally I have done 590 million on nightmare, which means I dealt almost 150 million to nightmare, right? And so some people are worried. You can enter, right? You can, you do free regroup and you will lose nothing, right? So the first key that you keep on that difficulty has that bonus. But let's say you did nightmare and you couldn't max key it and you kept it, right? And you did another key on nightmare, and that will just give you the base value. So nightmare, if my memory serves, is 36.6 million. Right, the max chest that requires that much damage. So let's say you entered and dealt 30 million, right? And that's for that key you will receive 120 million points for your clan, right? And then you were not satisfied, and let's assume you did another key there for 10 million, right? So that will give you 10 million points, not 40 million. Keep that in mind. So I would suggest just refreshing your key until you can, until you are satisfied with the result, instead of keeping a result that you didn't like. So there are sadly abuse teams like this. I'm sure this is familiar. As you can see, the guy did 1 billion damage to normal, which is equivalent to my entire performance, which is not rather very fair. These exist. I'm hoping for a nerf on this corpulent cadaver. We will see. And then there is also the Tranda abuse, which we haven't seen here. We have seen it here, I think. Yeah. So there is this Tranda abuse that deals also quite billions of damage. So this guy's team is a little lacking. He is using double Chimaras instead of double Yumekos. If you use double Yumeko, you get to use Tranda's A2 over and over, which kills everyone and has a bit of a weird interaction and deals extreme damage. So anyway, so the way that the scoring works is thus, guys. The top 3 clans in that clash get rewards, right? So the number 4 and 5 get nothing, right? Number 3 gets these chests, number 2 gets these chests, and number 1 gets these chests. But it is like a personal CVC in that regard, right? So as a clan you try to win, right? But then you get rewards based on your personal achievements, right? So if your clan wins and you sucked, you get nothing, right? Or you get low amount of rewards. If you did extremely good but your clan lost, you get nothing again. So it has to be a sweet spot of the two, right? I mean, you have to win and you also have to perform on a decent basis. So I'm sure it is apparent from the chest what they mean, but let me go over it. So if you take the third spot and you scored somewhere between 0 and 35 million for your clan, you get nothing, right? Even on in the third place. You scored upwards of 35 million, but downwards of 140 million, right? So let's say you did 105 million, and I'm not talking about actual damage, okay? I'm talking about the Hydra score, like this, right? If this score is between 35 and 140 million, and you are the third spot, you get this chest, right? And there is a possibility of a 5-star rare which would make us bang our heads against the wall, and I'm not sure. I'm hoping these are, you know, something extra. We definitely don't want you know, clan gold or clan XP out of these chests because they are rather hard to earn, right? These are winnable somewhere else. And so, by the way, I haven't talked about this, but this is interesting. 4-star epic, that should not be allowed. It's not very polite, actually. Anyway, so these are protection and stone skin accessories, guys. And I don't know if you know, but the bonuses of the sets have been extended to 9 pieces now, right? Let me show it to you. And the gap between protection and stone skin has closed a little, you know, because stone skin is so extremely good and protection is meh, right? Now protection has caught up. I mean, 7 pieces of stones protection, you get 20% res. 8 pieces of stones protection, you get 8% more speed, and 9 pieces, so the chance of buff protection increases to 75%, right? And for every buff that the wearer does, the receivers do 5% more damage. So guys, if you use a Duchess, right, who gives 3 buffs to everyone and 2 buffs to herself, right? So your entire group will receive 15% damage buff, and Duchess herself will receive a 10% damage buff, which is insane. Or if you use Necret, right? And Necret can give 15 to 20% increased damage to the guy that he protects, right? That sort of stuff, which I think is very good. So guys, in order to, of course, obviously, you know, wear 9 pieces of protection, you will have to make your entire gear protection gear, and then you also have to have a protection ring, protection amulet, and protection banner, right? It's not very easy to do, but it looks very good. And then we have stone skin. Stone skin bonus is not that great, so we have another replication of the first piece bonus, 8% HP, then another fort resistance, and then the stone skin shield becomes tougher. So this is absolutely unnecessary, you know, right? Because the stone skin shield very hardly gets penetrated, and making it even harder to penetrate is not, you know, worth something. So, and so normally, guys, you would say, I mean, what the hell is this bonus? It's crap, right? But the problem is the set is already performing at extreme levels, right? I mean, so for example, when I'm doing tag team arena, I take a look, right, and I say, okay, I will win this unless the guy puts stone skin on some unexpected characters, right? So let's say I will sleep his Candraphone with my Siphi. No, because Candraphone is in stone skin, right? I mean, so the set is already overperforming, so giving it a worse bonus and giving protection a better bonus is actually the right step. I like this, right? So let me go back to the reward analysis. Okay, so if you're in the third spot and you have a score of above 140 million, right, and below 350 million, for example, like this guy, this Nerilka fellow, right, so they are losing actually, so he won't get any reward. But let's see if we have some money. Okay, so Brian Level E guy, right, so this Brian Level E guy will get this chest, right, third spot. And then there is the 350 million chest, which is reserved for this fine fellow, Almighty Cat. So if it ends this way, which looks like it's going to, right, this fellow will get this chest, and finally this fellow, this Caesar, that fellow will get this chest, right? Okay, so finally rares have disappeared, right? Yeah, the worst you can get is a. So guys, I don't know if that's possible. I'm hoping it's not, but I don't want to be in this guy's shoes if he wins, clan gold, 5-star epic, and clan XP, right? That would be devastating. It's horrible. And at least the highest chest, even in the third spot, has a chance of 6-star mythical accessories, right? And guys, by the way, just don't take a look at the items. The probability is also changed, right? So this chest, I of course don't know the exact ratios, but it's not just a little bit of clan gold and a little bit of clan XP, right? So the chances of getting a 6-star mythical accessory also increases, right? I mean, that's what I've seen. As I said, I don't know the exact ratios what the chest contain, but generally that's how it works, and that's what's logical, right? I mean, second place is different than the first place. So the chest sizes do not change according to your position, right? So you have to do 35 million for the worst chest in the second place as well, 140 million for the second chest, which is somewhat better, 350 million for this one, and 650 million for this one. And if you win, right, even the worst chest is not bad, right? And this is what looks like I will be getting now, right? We are winning and I have 1 billion damage, so I will be getting this chest, hopefully. It's a shame that you still earn 3, right? The number of drops do not increase. And guys, if you are observing, right, so the content is rather the same, right? So it's just some clan gold and some clan XP. So I'm hoping the ratios also change. So I mean, after this week, clan XP, clan gold, and 5-star epic would be very devastating, because guys, I mean, we are talking about 9-piece bombs, right? That will be quite hard to trigger. I mean, if we are winning so fewer pieces. So I have also seen and heard something which is, I'm not very sure, right? I'm not very sure if that's correct, but I have heard that the people in all 5 clans will be ranked from number 1 to number 150, right? Depending on the number of the people in the clans, and everyone will be ranked based on their personal performance, right? Independent of clan, and people will be rewarding bonus items in accordance with their performance, right? So number 1 guy will be Jukujan. He will be getting like some bonus items, right? And the second guy will be receiving some. I'm the third guy for now. I'm not sure if anyone can beat me. So there is this guy that could beat me, right? Or someone from the clan. And so that guy will receive like 4 or 5 items. The other guy will receive 4 items. Positions from 11 to 20 get this many, blah blah, that sort of thing, right? And so I have seen this somewhere, but it's not confirmed, so it's just a rumor. But it is a logical rumor, guys, because I mean, how would we be able to get a 9-piece set bonus if we earn like 3? If we can earn a maximum of 3, right? So we could lose, right? We could get clan XP, clan gold. So I'm hoping this wording is wrong, and we actually get 3 items and these 2 on top, right? That's what I hope, because I mean, winning and getting a single item and clan gold and clan XP would be devastating, as I keep saying, because I'm trying to dodge the possibility. I'm trying to banish the possibility out of my mind. So guys, if we summarize, right? If we summarize, whatever damage we do on normal just gets used the same way. Whatever damage we do on repeat difficulty keys is the same way that normal gets treated. That just gets added to your damage. But your first chest on hard brutal and nightmare respectively gets you double, triple and quadruple the damage that you did respectively, and you add all of those up and that is your Hydra class score, right? And if you are in top 3 as a clan, right, so everyone in the clan scores gets added up and that is your clan score, right? So ours is slightly above 10 billion, these guys are at about 8 billion, right? And if you are in top 3 you get rewards, right? So that is decided. Then which chest you are getting will be decided, right? And that will be based on your personal performance. So let's take a look at our clan. So this guy is getting nothing, right? These people didn't hit. This guy is getting nothing. This guy is getting just the first chest, right? It freezes 41 million. First chest, first chest, first chest, first chest. This guy is getting the second chest, right? He did a repeat key on normal for getting the second chest. Nice. Okay. This guy is getting the second chest again. Second chest, second chest, second chest. Sadly, this guy is getting the second chest. This guy is getting the third chest, third chest, third chest. Maybe if he can do very good at with his last key, he can get the first chest or last chest rather. And these people, right, including myself, are getting the best chest there is, right? So that's how it's done. So this week was the beta. Only the world's top 3,000 clans were taking place, right? The next time it will be active, everyone will take place. I'm hoping by then they will fix these horrible abuse strategies, right? Dealing billions and billions of damage with a single key, abusing the infinite shield that you can do with Yumeko Brogni, that sort of thing. And there is the Trando teams. Hopefully they will be fixed. So that's about it, guys. And I also will be uploading the runs that I have performed here, so you can check my teams out, check my runs out, and all of my runs were manual, and that's what you should be doing, guys. There is a lot of difference between piloting it manually and automatically, but of course at the beginning your manual piloting will probably be worse than the auto piloting, right? But once you keep, as you keep trying, right, and improving, it will work out, right? It will make a lot of difference to pilot it manually in the end. So and I am trying to help people with this kind of stuff, right? So if you are thinking that your account should be doing better than it is right now, you could jump on the stream, right? You could get a Hydra evaluation, you could get a Hydra takeover, that sort of thing. So drop by the stream and let's see. Bye bye.